Hello and welcome back to Hal TV. Today we have an unboxing and first look at the Cooler Master V450S. And the S means that it's semi-modular, so it's not the fully modular versions of the V series. This is the semi-modular and it's 450 watt. Now this, I think, is the second power supply we've done. We won't be doing a full written review on it though, because we don't have the equipment to test power supplies. Because that's probably the most expensive piece of equipment that you have to buy when testing any sort of computer components, oscilloscopes and everything. So yeah, we'll get in and do the unboxing first look, and I will do a video review and a written review, but most of it will be talking about maybe cable lengths and the aesthetic appeal of the product, and obviously the dimensions, because that's quite a big important thing to do with this power supply. So yeah, let's get in and take a look at what comes in the box with the Cooler Master V450S. So it's probably easiest if I take the plastic cover off first, because then you won't get all of the reflections, but we'll go around and show you what it says on the box, and then we'll get into actually unboxing it. So on the front you get a faded out picture of the power supply itself, and you can see that it's actually quite a nice looking power supply. It also says that it's got a 3D circuit designed for better efficiency, powerful single 12 volt rail, so it's a single 12 volt rail with a very high amperage, which is good and bad, and that's not, this video is really not the time to talk about single versus multi-rail power supplies. But yeah, it's got its good and its bad points, and it's got a modular cable design. It's semi-modular, but it is still modular. It also says it's 80 plus gold, which is probably the nicest, biggest thing about this power supply, which is why it's actually quite expensive for what it is. Now I don't really know if you can see all of that, but I'll get into that in the written review. So really, if you're watching this, it's probably best, if it's uploaded, if it's published by the time you're watching this, it's probably best to just open the written review and read some of the specification while you're listening to this unboxing. But other than that, I'll go through the amperage. So on the 12 volt rail you do get 36 amps, which is basically the important thing on that. But like I said, all of the specification will be in the written review. So yeah, other than that, everything on the back you will find out anyway. So let's get into the actual unboxing. So I'll put it around so it's facing you. Inside the box is very what's the word? Green. There's no kind of well, very little plastics and foam and that kind of thing. So you get a little leaflet thing, well, that says basically installation, connector descriptions, that kind of thing. So it gives you a detailed layout of what pin is what on all of your cables. Then you've got this packaging, 4 black case screws and non-thumb screws. You get your power cable, which for this one it's UK because we're in the UK. It's actually quite nice. I know it's basically just a basic cable, but it does feel quite nice. Not much different from any other cable though, so you're not really benefiting. But yeah, other than that is everything there. Now remember, this is a 450 watt power supply, this particular variant, so I don't think you get that many cables. So I'll just unwrap everything and we'll go through the pre-attached ones first, and then we'll go through the ones that you can attach. Now there's only 4 connection points on this power supply, other than all of the connectors already attached, so there's only 4 cables to attach. Now the pre-attached ones, 20 plus 4 pin. I kind of wish now it's got to a point where very few people still use 20 pin, like in commercial products. It's only really old power supplies that still have 20 pin motherboards, sorry. So I wish they'd just do like a 24 pin and then maybe an extra connector that you can get that goes and splits it off into a 20 pin. But yeah, other than that, you get a 4+4 pin for the CPU and it's a dual 6+2 pin, so you get two 8-pin, basically 6+2 pin already pre-attached. Now the modular cables are flat black cables, so these ones are sleeved and coloured, which makes it easy in the manufacturing process to have them coloured rather than all black. But they're all sleeved and it's not the best sleeving, but I mean, what can you do? You actually have to pay quite a bit to get ones that have a nice sleeve. So the modular cables, what they use is a 5-pin flat kind of modular design, which is more flexible than maybe a cube design, but I'd say it's a little bit more flimsy. So we've got that, which leads on to a triple Molex with a mini Molex / floppy connector. It's also called, I believe, a big connector, or is that Molex? I can't remember. So you've got that, and then you also have one that leads into a triple SATA, and then another which leads into a triple SATA. So in total, you get 6 SATA, 2 6+2 pin, 3 Molex, 1 floppy, 1 4+4 and 1 20+4. So yeah, I'm going to zoom you in now and give you a good look around the power supply itself now that we've gone over the cables. So here we've got the top of the power supply. Now it's got a kind of black and silver design, and I think that really the only difference between this and another one of their series in terms of the outer design is that the silver bit is either stick on or screwed on. I believe it's just stuck on, whereas one of the other cheaper options doesn't have this silver design, but it's essentially the same kind of well, basically it's the same design other than that, I assume. I haven't looked into it that much, but they do look very, very similar. So on this side you've got the V450, which is upside down, sorry. So that's what it would be like in the system if you have it with this side up, or if you decide to have fan up, it's also the right way around. So that's what the left side, yeah, that's the left side. The left side looks like. That's what the right side looks like, depending on how you look at it. That's what the top is like. If I can just get this plastic sticker off. That's what the top's like. The bottom, or the end, and the other end. I don't know if it's light enough for you or what, but that's basically the power supply. Now if you want to read any of that, pause and you can. Gives you all the power information. Other than that, I'm going to put my face back on the camera and I'm going to say goodbye. So that is what the V450S looks like from Cooler Master. We will be going into a little bit more in depth in the actual design of it in the written review and the video review. I am a little bit confused why there's only 3 cables and 4 connectors. I believe it's just because this is the 450 watt version, and it's basically the same as you go up with the I think it's the 550 and the 650, and I think the 700 plus is the fully modular. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. Other than that, I can't really, I don't really have anything to say. So yeah, if you want to check out the video review or the written review, those will be published a little bit after this one. And those will be linked down in the description box below if you want to check them out. But other than that, I'm Hal Thompson. You've been watching another Hal Tech TV video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.